Then, in my opinion, the match of the evening, Nugo versus Bogdan. Welcome to the GRIPKINGS Armwrestling channel. My name is Owen, and this is the aftermath of East versus West 22. What a blast was this match, and this venue was amazing. It was incredible. We got to sit at the VIP stage. We got lucky to get there, and we watched everything from up close. Shout out, first of all, to this camera guy, because he was carrying that stick all night long. This man's shoulders must be strong as frick, dude. I'm not even kidding. What you can see here is Logan versus Eldar Bubenko. Logan was called the Bulldozer winners of the Challenger Cup. I think from now on, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it online yet, we won't have any more Challengers Cups anymore, but I think this will transition to King of the Table. Don't pin me on this, but I think what will happen, I thought Dexter said something like in the trend of the King of the Table will be like a prelim for East versus West. If you're good enough, then you'll probably move on to East versus West. I think that would be cool, because this way we'll use the King of the Table name as well. Okay, so real quick, very dominant match from Eldar Bubenko against Logan. Complete domination from his side. It was very, very difficult match for Logan, but I'd love to see more from this young athlete for sure. Ezra versus Carolina, very fiery, feisty match right here. Well done by both of these athletes. But you could definitely see at the beginning that Ezra had a little bit more control of the table. Really interesting to watch. Very enjoyable to see these athletes on the table. Curtis Cameron and Peter Celeste. I think both of them prepared very well. Peter got a lot more hand control in the setups, in which case Porkchop lost the wrist, and from there on it went sideways for Curtis. Yeah, unfortunately, I was rooting for him, but I mean, very well done by Peter. Very well done, very well done. So moving on to Destroyer versus Manifester. This was a different aura on the stage, different aura. I thought Manifester was going to somebody on the stage. Yeah, he was very collected and calm, even during the press conference, very calm and collected. Coming back a little bit towards Luca and Eli. Very dominant match from Luca's side. Very dominant match from Luca's side. He could hold him comfortably in the center, even talking to him, giving a little wink to his corner, saying, "I got this, guys," without actually speaking a verbal word. Okay, very quick. FA versus Tarkan. I think FA suffered I'm not sure. Was it FA? My bad. No. Either of these guys suffered some type of pec injury during the match. They've still continued to play it out, but eventually he had to subdue. For me, it wasn't that much of an interesting match. There wasn't not that much hype about it. But here we go. Matt Mask versus Arabuli. Matt, during the press conference, said, whenever I talk shit and open my mouth, I usually get messed up in some way or form that he pronounced that. But this day, Mask showed again who the wild horse is and took the dub home. Good match from Matt Mask, and yeah, can't wait to see him on stage again. Then, in my opinion, the match of the evening, Nugo versus Bogdan. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, this was fire on the stage. As soon as these clips come out, I beg you to watch them at least twice, because there was grit, there was heart, and there was endurance from both sides. In the first couple of rounds, Bogdan seemed to take this W over Nugo, but Nugo, being the short king that he is, he withstood the power and the pressure of Bogdan. And he fought and eventually slowly started to chunk away the armor of Bogdan Stoica. In the last and final couple rounds, unfortunately, Bogdan made a critical mistake with an elbow foul, which costed him the match. They left some pieces, like Alex Gardecha said in the short interview I did. They leave some of their pieces of their soul on that stage. Hands down, best match of the evening. I might even say, so far, best match of the year, in my opinion, thus far. We don't know what yet's to come, but this was absolutely incredible. The crowd was going wow. The crowd was going so wow. Absolutely amazing. Sergey versus Jordan. Unranked guy versus the number 5 rank in this division. And my gosh, was this an awesome fight. My gosh, was this an awesome fight, guys. Jordan, what a brick wall is this man. He said in a later interview, that the post-match interview, that he could end the match at any time, but he just wanted to tire him out a little bit more. But once Sergey got into that hook with Jordan, it was all over for him. Definitely rewatch that. Very interesting match to see, and that sometimes you don't only need a sledgehammer to break down a wall. You need a whole construction crew, because I don't know how anybody would go through that hook of Jordan. Fia versus Brigitta. Fia at the beginning, at the press conference, showed us that she was a little bit anxious about this match, because she knows how strong Brigitta is and what she's done. She's been in the sport for quite some time. But once we got to the table, Fia showed what she was made of. The Swedish champion, still undefeated against the opponents in the East versus West competition. Awesome. So, Camille versus Michael Todd, the match everybody had been looking forward to. Camille said he had changed some stuff, and what he changed was time. Camille was not subduing under pressure. He was not failing under pressure, because he was testing Michael Todd's endurance. Last time, in his own words, he said, let's be honest, I was on fire. And I couldn't agree more. But this time he was on fire, but calm and collected. And he made Michael Todd feel like he was safe in his usual position. And after a while, a couple of resets, he made Michael Todd suffer the consequences. He pinned him really quickly within the flop press. I think the hand was a lot more contained than it was previously, right? Last time they faced one another, he lost the hand, and Michael Todd just slipped open the hand, upper, and then he had no more room to finish him. And now the wrist was a bit more into Michael Todd's hand, which made Camille able to pin Michael in the end. Oleg Petrenko versus Todd Hutchings. In my heart, I wanted Todd Hutchings to win this match. I was really, really looking forward to it, but it was just the reigning champion's power was just a little bit too much for our dear friend Todd Hutchings. Both of them looking very beefy on the table, not gonna lie. They looked very, very, very beefy. Oleg's hand control was just too much. I hope to see a bit more of a stoppage during the way down, but unfortunately we got none of that. A bit of an upset, but yeah, it is what it is. Maybe better luck next time. Hope to see Todd Hutchings in East vs. West 23 once more against another opponent, but we'll have to. And then the main event of the evening: Vitaly Larratt versus Devon Larratt. The atmosphere was felt during this moment. Once the athletes walked to the stage, you could see the crowd rise. Everybody was roaring, because this was it. This was where history was being made at East vs. West in Vienna. It was an indescribable feeling to witness these superpowers coming to the stage and gripping up. I can't imagine, as an athlete, standing there, having all these people cheering your name or booing. What side you are, doesn't really matter. But the ecstasy you must feel once you're on that stage. Was it a clean match? I mean, not really. But on the other hand, I would say the rules are there for a reason, right? I discussed with a friend of mine, with Bram from Rotterdam Armwrestling. The rules are there for a reason. Use the fouls, use the warnings. It's all part of the game, right? Otherwise, those rules wouldn't be there, right? Otherwise, we would have 50 falls or 50 warnings, right? So they are there. Might as well use them because those create a boundary of where you can move, right? So it was very interesting. Ultimate ecstasy. Some of the people behind me lost their voices. I completely understand why. Yeah, I hope, to be honest, that the right-hand match in Germany will be a bit more of a challenge, because 4-0 is a big defeat. But like Devon said, my right is not my left, and I hope, truly hope, that he's right. I can't wait to see what form Devon is going to bring into the light during the event at FIBO, Germany. I'm not sure how good Vitaly's hand is, but on the right hand. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So, what do you guys think? Will Devon Larratt defeat Vitaly on the right hand after such a defeat on the left hand? What do you think? Do you still love Devon Larratt? Do you vouch for Vitaly? Let it know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon online. Coach Ray interview. I'll probably put it up right there, and give me some time. I have to figure out some stuff, and you'll see me very, very soon. All right.